everybody, welcome back to Northernlion Plays Dailies in the Binding of Isaac Afterbirth Plus. Yesterday we did, it's weird to say because I want to say we did like okay, but we actually did really well by at least midterm standards. 0.61%, 75th overall, 43,822 points, raising us, or at least keeping us steady on the leaderboards in 32nd place with a 1.61 average percentile finish. To get into the top 25, we need to be at like 1.12. I'm not going to run the arithmetic on that, but my hunch is that I probably need to come in the top 1%. Sounds like, I don't know, what corporate America's been doing for 40 years. Am I right? And they say dailies have no jokes. Anyway, I've got to, like, basically do very, very well for, like, the next 2 weeks, and if I ever fuck up a daily, we're screwed. Anyway, with that being said, this is an Eden run, and it's a good Eden run to start with, except for our HP. I actually, like, do not care that much about my reflection. I tend to run into enemies anyway, so having my reflection lower our range is not necessarily cumbersome, to be honest with you, and Deadeye right off the bat is good. Rate of fire is great, and our damage stat is excellent, and to be honest with you, as you already, I assume, are well aware, the fact that we have Deadeye is going to be amazing for us as well. So where does this run go? It goes to the end, so we have no seam with which to worry about. We just need to make it to boss rush, make it to the hush fight, make it out of both of them by living, and then we should be okay. So I'm wary to take that pill right off the bat, just in case it ends up... Was this an XL floor? It's not. It's just a... Like, we started in, like, a very central location. More rate of fire. Does my reflection lower the tier cap, thus making it easier for you to... Oh, no. Thank God. Thus making it easier for you to get a higher rate of fire than 5. Otherwise, we're like at the cap right now. What I want to do is I want to take these pills, but I don't want to take these pills until I know that we actually have the ability to recover from it if it ends up being like bad trip speed down. That's a mimic, unfortunately. So, I mean, I'll just level with you. We're not going to be able to guarantee ourselves that, so... What we can do is take the pill, and if it's bad, we game kit ourselves on the next floor. So it's bombs are key, which is irrelevant, but good to know. We got information, and then amnesia. Okay, completely irrelevant. Excellent. And then, I mean, that's actually good. I didn't use game kit on this floor, but there will be like a big room at some point that we'll want to use game kit on, I guarantee it. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but definitely actually today. I'm going back on my earlier statement. We got big floors everywhere in this game. Go, go, go. Okay, good enough, good enough. Thank you for the extremely well-timed key. So this is a tough one, isn't it? Gotta think about that. Because the D100 is potentially awesome, but I use it all the time in non-daily videos. And it adds just a layer of uncertainty that makes me... Frightened is probably not the right word, but scared is... terrified, anxious, you know? It adds so much uncertainty into a daily that I call it into question. But it is a... You motherfucker. Did you see... Freaking the hang time on that shot was like 1,000,000 years. I'm actually pissed. Okay, I'm not actually pissed. I'm furious. Where are we going here? I think we should try for a reroll. Not reroll the run. The run is fine. We fucked up our deal with the devil, and that bums me out, dude. I was gonna say, this has to be a library. It's got 5 goddamn books. That's so sweet. So you get the Bible, you grab this, you pop it, you go boom, you go boom, I want you in my room. We'll spend the night together from now until forever. You get all these books, you take Satanic Bible. There's our bookworm transformation. We cannot fly long term, don't get it twisted. And I think we come in here and we go, you know what? Halo of Fly is also great, but we got the reroll machine. You gotta go lusty blood in this context. And you might say, NL, you're being a little baby back bitch. Why didn't you go the D100? Rest assured, you know, you don't have full knowledge of the episodes that are coming. My guess is that you will probably be sick of me re-rolling my run by the time, you know, we end up in the same position here. The sun may rise in the east, at least it's settled in a final location, is what I'm trying to say. Please give me a deal with the devil. I don't deserve it, but I desire it. Oh, you're a dirty dog. That's what you are. Don't go breaking my Yera here. It's the only one I got. Actually, I shouldn't have taken the golden heart yet because we are going to lose it leaving the curse room. Also not worth a Yera. Definitely not worth a Yera. So I think what we're going to do is go whoop and then decide that money is pretty valuable for us and decide to throw an extra little bit of damage in there as a result. We'll use our bombs wisely. Try to figure out where we should be going here. We can't get anything here, so that's fine. And our second secret room remains as well. So we might have completely fucked this run, or we might be... That's fine. We might be in a position that's actually amazing as a result of artificially skipping the second floor deal with the devil, but to be honest with you, I'm mad. At myself, mostly. But also, the hang time on the shot from that... whatever the enemy is called. I've never had a reason to learn his name before because it's like one of the easiest enemies to dodge in the game. The shot hung in the air with the greatest of ease. It was remarkable to me. That being said, all that being said, this run is amazing right now. And honestly, you're gonna have to, you know, take me at face value here that I'm not at least willfully lying to you. This run is zany enough. And strong Zane. It's not just Zane for Zane's sake. This is a strong Zane. It's a meaningful Zane. We probably would have eventually gotten a zanier run on the D100, but it might have taken us a long time. So I'm pretty pleased with where we're at right now. So we have keys. Allows us to actually improve ourselves on this floor, which is a novel concept. I have taken damage more than I would like to. But I think that our DPS is such that we don't have to take any more damage for a long time here. I was, like, very excited about taking Shoop the Whoop. I'm loving Satanic Bible, don't get me wrong, and I'm stoked that our library was so good. You don't see 5-book libraries that often, so I was excited about that. But I would give up the Satanic Bible for Shoop the Whoop, I think. Our only real problem, I suppose, is our range, so... To be able to more easily kill enemies in every other room that we go to would probably be good. Tell you one thing, we're not at all concerned... That should be good. We're not at all concerned about time on this run right now. If we wanted to be, we could be like 4 minutes almost ahead of schedule. Okay, I mean, we only have one bomb, so it's a little bit... amazing that we only got a single spirit heart out of it, but that's fine. You know, you get the exploration bonus as well. So all I'm spinning a yarn here in terms of dialogue. My brain broke trying to dodge the shots there. Yep, that was bad. I'm just hoping I didn't ruin my run by not getting a deal with the devil on the last floor, and it is plausible that I did. But I probably didn't because this is dynamite. So, we're gonna go... I mean, it depends on how you want to do this, I suppose, but you definitely take Guppy's Paw first. And then I think you take Abaddon. And then I think you take 9 lives. Now, it's inverted from the way that you would normally do this, probably. But why not snag the extra, 1 red heart? Because... we can use that red heart, obviously, to finance another deal with the devil. I think you gotta check this. Dude, the ace of cards are so flippin' annoying. Okay, I'm gonna be a little reckless and try this. Yeah, I don't necessarily regret it, but we gotta move. We can hold 2 cards. We don't really want amnesia, so... yeah, we're out. Missing our secret room, which is in a very obvious location, but I think that's okay. So how do I feel about that second floor deal with the devil? Well, I certainly do not feel like we are out of the game. If I'd gone there and just gotten 3 red chests that sucked, I'd be a little bit more bummed. Instead, we do want to do that room. Instead, we got you know, 2/3 of the way to Guppy, and our other item was Abaddon, which is also amazing. So, all things considered, I think we got a good chance to be well equipped. So Shears is great, and honestly might be better, but I think we'll stick with Satanic Bible just in case we end up for some reason playing like a self-sacrifice room or something. So I don't understand Bozo at all, but I'm not gonna rebuke it until I fully understand it. You know, it's a plot of every monster movie ever made. Is like, oh, there's a big old creature over there, shoot it with your guns, and then it gets mad and it wrecks things, and then eventually the, you know, marine biologist shows up and goes, it's just a creature! What would you do if you got shot at? It's scared! And then, you know, eventually they all go out to dinner with one another and work out their differences amicably. Okay. We do want this HP, I think, for deal with the devil fodder. We're not going to be able to use it, but that's okay. Hey, please get on the other side of these skulls. Thank you for your help, Joshua Jackson. What's the joke there? He's the lead of the movie The Skulls. Came out in 1998 about, you know, Skull and Crossbones. You know, you've seen it. It's a very popular film. Probably one of the most popular films of all time. Still so far ahead of schedule here. So we have absolutely nothing to worry about there. Ace of, it's not Ace of Spades, unfortunately. Ace of Hearts could be good for us if we can get, like, the Mitre or Demon's Tail, or maybe even the Bible Tract. I'm not sure if those would function well together. World card definitely beats Ace of Hearts, which, as of right now, has no functional purpose to existing. No offense meant, of course. I mean, it's pretty much the most damnable thing you could say about something. It's got no reason to exist. It's even worse than, like, no purpose. Purpose can be self-defined. Reason to exist is like, even the universe is mad at you. It's like, stop taking up my valuable entropy. That's probably not scientifically sound. You get the idea, though. I worry, or not worry, it's actually a positive thing, but I think that we might be at full HP right now. So we really have no reason to use Satanic Bible. I think we have 2 red hearts. So if we play the Blood Bank 5 times, we should use Satanic Bible. I hope my math checks out there. Tears up. We're at the cap. So unfortunately, I was incorrect earlier. You cannot skirt around the cap there just by having my reflection. We're on Flooded Caves 2, so we're good there. Where do we want to go? We want to go to a shop. The shop basically cannot have a secret room next to it. Yeah, we can't do anything about that. I would like to get, I mean, let's be honest, let's find secret rooms first. Could be there. Could be here. Lucky us, because I was getting a little shaky there. Blind Rage is okay, but you know what? Blind Rage might actually allow you to play the Blood Bank twice on a single play, which would be worth something to us at least. And then our shop is not greed. So there's options. Or we could pay 3 cents for that card. Or we could easily do both. I know there's a reroll, but this has the... Oh my fuck. Dude, I guess, honestly, I don't want to do it. I know that's what everyone says before they do something they want to do, but I would love to go back to the way that economy worked before. As of right now, it's not really applicable. You can get 2 plays out of it. So this one should put us on a half heart. It's all worth it for the luck upgrade, honestly. I'm going to come back here. We'll get 4 more plays out of this thing right here. And then we might want to go, even though Blood Bag would be decent. We have no keys as well, which is actually a real bummer. Well, we got back to 15 cents at least. Yeah, no keys means we can't do the boss trap room. It's a mild bummer. Ace of Hearts, I mean, if we'd spend more time on this floor, we might be able to make that happen, but who cares? Like, we're doing it all for Blood Bag. It's not really guaranteed to help us out that much in the economy of the daily, you know? I'm happy with that floor. We took no damage to the best of my memory, and we're starting to get some momentum, I feel, here. But I don't think that we're ahead of the curve, necessarily. Pop the world card, save the Joker. I don't think we're ahead of the curve. I don't think we're behind the curve at all. I think we're having a good run. It is plausible that this is like a perfect who dares win situation. If you nutted up and you took the D100, I'm proud of you. I'm not resentful. Because I mean, I'm not saying I taught you how to do it. I'm just saying I believe in your ability to use that for a good purpose. I've always harnessed the zaniness. I've never really found a way to move, like to create a little zany min-max fusion. I'm not the dude who, you know, invented Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. I'm the dude who invented the Brazilian wax. And then you applied it to martial arts to win UFC 5 through 11. Okay, range up is actually good. Infested is fine. Don't take these for a second here. We're good. One makes you small, and speed down. The speed down is obviously really bad, but we're still at 1.12, so I don't think it's remarkably consequential just yet. Do want to go to the shop, but we don't have to go to the shop till we get some keys. So I'm just going to go to a few extra rooms over here first. Try to work this out. Remember, we are one deal with the devil away from, well, one great deal with the devil away from getting the Guppy Dream to come through here. If we become Guppy, the run, at least in terms of like our ability to tick all the boxes for what it takes to have a good daily run, is basically guaranteed. I think we're equipped at the present moment to have a daily that is like competitive with our recent dailies, which is all I could really ask for. Like I'm playing above my my pay grade right now, and the longer we can make that dream happen, the better our rank will be, and eventually maybe we'll be at our pay grade. You know, maybe our pay grade will change to justify or to reflect our recent performances, but can't get into the shop for free. So really dry on keys here. Still, oh, there's gotta be a way there. I'm not gonna worry about it now because we might get the ability to fly and our bombs are sadly precious. There we go. There we go. Let's go, boys. Oh, I almost dodged right into that. It's as soon as I start remembering the fact that I haven't taken damage in like 3 floors, I'm like, it's time. Commence the shitty dodge. Well, as long as we don't dodge right into him, we should be okay. Oh, I'm dead. Not dead, obviously, but hurt today to see if I still feel. Ooh, baby, I love your way. You go for a tears upgrade here, probably, because we don't give a shit about the razor blade. And it's actually, it's a range upgrade more so than a tears upgrade, now that I think about it, but I think we go to the item room. Hear me out. I worry that our shop has a good chance to be greed. Gulp. Smelted. We had a trinket. It was blind rage. That's a decent trinket. You know what? I'm actually just going to leave. I'm going to try this for a second and then we're going to leave. The Fool, the Empress. Not worth losing Joker, but that's fine. Why am I just leaving here? I don't want to get hung up on like, oh, we have to go to the secret room and all of a sudden, oops, I missed boss rush because I was, you know, taking care of the pennies and the pounds got fucked in the butt, right? Like, I'm not interested in that. Instead, let's head down here, give ourselves a comfortable approach to boss rush. Didn't really improve drastically on that floor. By the way, like, I guess we're at the HP cap right now, and we're at the tier cap. What was the best choice? I still sort of stand by, I guess, a range upgrade. Come on. A range upgrade being the best option there, but it's certainly far from, like, a 100% objective choice. We could have also taken the razor blade, I suppose, and then taken the HP and made the HP meaningful. These often have keys in them. Just like I called it. Good stuff. We got an okay chance to find a blood bank, although I'm more doubtful that we'll have time to get to the blood bank. It's tough. I think that the Crow Heart, I mean, there's one obvious implication. We could use it to maybe get into this boss trap room, whereas right now we have no, means of, at least we got it, no means of gaining access there. Thank God. I was so hopeful that this would be greed. Not only for whatever advantage we can get right now, but so that in the future, on this floor, we run across a shop that's actually meaningful. If we could get some fucking keys. Oh my God. What do you do with your Yera rune, by the way? Got a couple of things percolating. Doubling the chests on the Hush fight is plausible, not necessarily bad. Depends on our key economy by then, which is, like, obviously horrible right now. I really don't have anything beyond that. If we go to the chest, you want to use it on the chest, but this might be a run with the negative. I'm not actually sure. I have the weirdest itch right now. I kind of want to just go do boss rush, honestly, but we should do, like, this big room at least. I have an itch on the inner side of my pinky finger, and it's killing me on a mental level. It's like, imagine your pinky finger on your left hand, because that's what this is. What about that? Bombs are key? Bombs are key. Bombs are key. Bombs are key! Yeah, good choice. Alright, I had to think about it for a second, but well worth it. And then right at that, like, first knuckle, it's just itching on the side that is with the rest of my hand. It's killing me, dude. So we're just gonna do this very, very quickly. Yeah, okay, thank you so much. I love that speed upgrade. And then I'm gonna itch. Oh, that's the good gravy right there. Thank you. Thank you for this brief respite. I don't know, dry skin or something. That's extremely annoying. We gotta go fast here. We know we're not gonna fight greed, so I think it is worth going to the shop. Wafer, huge, justifies completely our risk-taking endeavor here. Thank God we didn't go for the secret room on the last floor. Would have taken forever. And here we don't want anything, but we'll pay 3 cents for a key. And you know what? We'll pay 3 cents for a bomb too, just in case. Maybe we could blow that guy's head off and maybe get 5 extra cents. You know, videogames.jpg. But I'm not considering that right now because the bomb is probably more precious later. All right, we got 40 seconds to beat Mom, and we've already fought Krampus. So we could take a deal with the devil, but to be honest with you, I'd probably rather just go into boss rush and then take a deal with the devil after boss rush. So we'll take the negative for now. And I think we want Demon Baby. We will probably be hit a couple times on boss rush. It's not implausible that we won't, but it's also not extremely likely. And we're fighting some annoying bosses right here off the bat. Like, I expect boss rush to go much faster than this once we actually get the ability to deal sustained damage. Like, I think most enemies are gonna eat shit pretty quickly. Like, this is a strong run. Just keep this dude, you know, feed him shit and keep him in the dark. That's what I always say. I invented that line, in case you didn't know. You might think it was, you know, Mark Wahlberg from The Departed. Well, actually, I think it was the scriptwriter from the... Okay, you got me. You know, I don't know who wrote the script for The Departed. I'm assuming that it was localized from the script for Infernal Affairs, the Hong Kong movie on which The Departed was modeled after. It's alright, we got hit once. That's life, dude. It ain't about how hard you can hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep coming. Rocky.jpg. Oh, I love fighting Champion Mom and then being on boss rush and having to fight a double stacked version of the gate. Actually went completely fine though. I can't really bitch. Alright, so with boss rush going very well, what's the next phase of our plan here? Well, I'm looking at our points, and I think our points are competitive. I think it's not too bad. Little bit of, I mean, particularly that deal with the devil on the second floor. That's a whiff, but we recovered nicely from it. We've only been hit like twice since then, so feeling pretty solid about that. Enemies that shoot beams are very dangerous. You just gotta keep them at bay here. Take out one, and the rest will fall pretty easily. All walls must falls, man. All walls must falls. apart from that, we're eager to, we're probably, and this is common on dailies, we're probably not going to be able to justify getting the full exploration bonus on each of the next 2 floors. Although I would like to, it's fairly unlikely. But, you know, it's plausible that we could get a Joker payout right here that takes us to a deal with the devil that has a Guppy item, and then, you know, Bob's your uncle. We're in a pretty great spot. But the big deal is just ensuring, of course, that we can 100% make it to the Hush fight. And once we get that sorted, it's stacking up resources to make that Hush fight more... That was really, really dumb of me. To make that Hush fight more valuable. You know, i.e., can we have, like, at least 3 keys? That's fine. You know what? We should have used Satanic Bible well before that, so... Momentary lapse in judgment. That's fine. I want to be out of here by maybe like 24:30. 24:30 seems fairly realistic to me. I was talking about the year 24:30, not the timestamp. So, you know, we got another like 413 years. I really thought you were going to shoot on the diagonals. A little disappointed with the damage I've taken in Boss Rush specifically, but there's usually a lapse of judgment at some point on these runs, and it still comes together in the end. You got your boss rush requires sustained focus. There are far too many waves of friggin' assholes. You got bloat and also gold turtlings. Then there's the Forsaken Famine Champion of Please. Freaking boss rush, speed up, if you please. Yeah, well, you know, see you later. Mostly, like, those guys could have paid out, but also they were gonna waste a lot of my time. Not that we're extremely tight for time, but we'd like to move at an expedited pace if possible. So, I mean, we got lucky. I'd say that these keys ended up coming out of the woodwork here for us here. You get that chump fight. Okay, no, I'm gonna stop. But I was relatively proud of the improv boss rush fight, even though the famine line did not rhyme. You don't always have to rhyme to be a poet. Look at Shakespeare. So we got, I mean, basically 5 minutes. That's 2.5 minutes per floor. I think we're a little weak to be 100% confident in that speed, but it's not a weak run. It's just slightly weaker than we would need to be like, oh yeah, we're going to spend 45 seconds per floor. So we're going to maybe not necessarily go to every single special room. And I stand, that was close, by that decision. The Hierophant card, I'm going to be honest with you, is probably irrelevant. Our HP is great right now, but, you know, if we got blank card, I would still probably take advantage of dropping some Spirit Hearts on the ground. We did find our boss fight. So we're going to actually have like 4 minutes for the Womb 2, which is very, very nice for us here without a doubt. We're really one-shotting the spiders and actually maybe each of the phases as well, so Teratoma should have no chance. This is our Guppy deal with the devil chance right here. This is like peak Guppy. Well, I think we want the speed upgrade because we're at the tears cap. This is bad. Both of these are not good enough. So I think we're going to leave. We don't need the shovel. The shovel does nothing. So we take Caffeine Pill, which gave us a range upgrade, which is fine. And then we're down. I'm not that bummed out, but it's a whiff for sure. The Dark Prince's Crown is actually just a bad item. It's almost offensively bad. But I think, the more I think about it, the more I'm like, I get why an item that bad has to be in the game right now. And the reason is, just don't... Actually, you know what? We can totally afford to hold the left hand for a while. We want to drop it before the second room on the dark room, but we can hold it until then without consequence, which is nice. And I mean, maybe we won't take the Eternal Heart because we can use Satanic Bible to generate more black hearts for us. So the lower our red heart cap, the better Satanic Bible is. But basically, I look at Dark Prince's Crown as an item that has like one reason to exist, and that reason is Curse of the Blind. Devil deals. Normally, if you get a Curse of the Blind devil deal, Pre-Afterbirth Plus. Right, I can't fly. Thank God for the wafer, dude. Pre-Afterbirth Plus, you take it. What's the worst thing it could be, you know? At 2 hearts. You're probably getting something at least half decent. Now, there is the chance that you're going to pay 2 red hearts and you're going to get, like, a tiers and range upgrade. So, I think that... I'm not saying it's an item that had to exist, but it is an item that, the more I think about it, the more I at least understand, perhaps, the reasoning behind it existing and being so expensive. It is, like, drastically overcosted, but that might be for balance concerns. It is also possible that somebody at, you know, Nicholas is going, oh yeah, dude, that's about what it, you know, it's like buying a top 4 defenseman in the NHL these days. It's going to cost you a lot because the market's small, right? Yeah, like, that's a pretty accessible analogy for the population at large. But that's what I'm thinking, is it must be, like, just a little extra element of you can accidentally fuck yourself over. And I kind of respect that. Thanks for that. Well, I mean, I would never have found the second secret room if it weren't for that errant bomb. So thank you for that. And then also, Verp, the range uphill is, like, okay. At least got our bomb back. I mean, obviously I'd like to keep the Hierophant, but if we get a free deal with the devil on this floor, that's what we're gonna, you know, take advantage of. We're not gonna use the Joker card just to use it and have 2 extra Spirit Hearts. Nice. Nice, no damage. We pop Joker. I mean, I wish that we got something a little better. Tell you, I think we should take My Shadow, not because it's good, but because we can fill the space anyway, so we might as well get some advantage to being hit. And then we're going to go back for the Hierophant. We have 11 keys. That's like the best thing that's happened to us in the womb on this floor. So we'll grab this Hierophant. We're about a minute ahead of schedule, but I don't really want to muck about by, you know, looking for a secret room. We'll go to our Hush fight. The Hush fight is going to be a slight problem because of the fact that we have limited range, but they might be better that these are red chests, to be honest with you. It wasn't, but it could have been. Although, I guess we could have found Guppy's head in a golden chest. It's another range up pill, I think. So, be careful with Verp here. I think we want a luck upgrade for more chest drops. Here, I think you want Mom's Perfume, which, yeah, I was going to say lowers your tier cap. Blue map is fine. Range up is fine. I think you want that as well. And then we have the Hierophant, Verp. I don't think we're going to need to worry about bombs or keys. So I think we actually Verp the range up pill. And then take Hierophant in. We still got to figure out what we're going to do with this Yara rune, but I think I've made myself, like, too small. The shots no longer feel representative, like, of where they're coming from. And it's a little tough to dodge. Yeah, I would say we were at good smallness. Now we're at very slightly suboptimal smallness. Still, we should be harder to hit, but I think we're at the point where the juice is very, very slightly not worth the squeeze. So the big deal here is, got a large target, relatively stationary, especially in the early phases of this fight. That's my bad. What do we want to do? Want to maximize the dead shot bonus. Which is to say, I gotta go because I got me a dead shot, and if I hit the switch, I can make the ass drop. Had to stop at a red light, looking in my mirror. Not a jacker in sight. I think we're gonna get hit many times here. Not like 20, but maybe like 8. So far it's been pretty good, but it's gonna get harder and harder I think, at least. And we've really got to be, like, we got to be up there. We got to be in the shit. So I worry most about, good dodge. I worry most about the continuum tiers. So we're really going to want to, you know, pivot away from those continuum tiers as soon as possible. The good news is, you know, between Satanic Bible and the Hierophant, we can get hit 6 times without actually being under full HP. What do you think about this spot? Apparently good enough. Wow! I think we're a little light on score right now. That's pretty good. Yeah, that was a bad dodge. We're a little light on score right now. I would like to... It's not damage penalty. For once, it's not damage penalty, I think. I would like to have 99 of each consumable. Something we're not really likely to be able to bring to the reality dimension here. I don't actually believe in the concept of something called the reality dimension. Just an awkward turn of phrase that came out at runtime here. And just keep jamming. Oh, that's bad damage. That would have been substantially worse damage. I hate how he does that attack. He's tough to hit during that attack, and then he just disappears, dude. It's like a guy comes over to your house, fucks up your kitchen, and then is like, well, I'm gonna go to work in 10 minutes. Thanks for dropping by the party, dude. Can't stay to clean up my mess, though. We should have been hit there. And maybe there. Okay, he's got to get roasted and toasted right now. Dirty. I'm gonna pop the Hierophant. Just get back to full HP. Was there a card we wanted or a pill we wanted? That's a Bombser key. Might as well hold it. Oh, there's a black card in here. Okay. So we're heading down to Shoal. We've done our part on this daily, but, you know, I peeped Greed Bud when I went there to look at our scores. There's people in the 60s today. It's a bad bomb, and it's my own fault. So it's fair to say we're not going to be in the 60s. We're also not going to be in the 50s. But we could be in the mid to low 40s, I think, which would be good enough at a cursory glance, I'm imagining, to be top 100, top 150. It is a Friday daily, so there might be, you know, we could rank better on percentile and worse on rank than the average weekly daily, depending on, you know, whether people take time throughout the weeks to consistently play dailies. Competition's usually a little more stacked on the weekend, at least in terms of score, or in terms of rank. With the wafer, we should probably go to the curse room, especially because we could become Guppy. But I'm reticent to raise our damage bonus, or damage penalty, for no reason. So, I think we should. By the way, fuck these enemies, dude. Dude, I'm telling you, the ghosts look at which way you're going and then put themselves in your path. It's self-destructive, and I do not stand for it. We're looking for a few things right now. I would love to see a Joker card. It's probably our... Oh, no, we have blue maps, so we know where the secret rooms are. Okay, that's fine. Look, to be honest with you, I'm just mad about that one. I put so many shots in the air, I was like, how could you possibly not be dead? Cards, please. Ooh, Joker, you gotta pop it right now. Pentagram's very good. Still get back to full HP. Leviathan, now we can fly. And we got an Emperor card. So why is this important? This is... I have no idea what happened on that room. This is hugely important because I'm being rewarded for actually taking the time to think about a run temporarily. Because now I can go to that curse room, get in without taking damage, and because we can fly, and get out without taking damage because of our teleport card. So I really think the only appropriate reward there is not intrinsic value, knowing we did the right thing. That's stupid. I can't pay my bills with intrinsic value, okay? We're getting that Guppy dream right now. Go ahead and smash that guppy button. Don't smash your guppy button. Careful. Pop up. Thank you. We've done it. I don't want your HP. I don't want your blood HP. We're going to pop the world card. Because we want to keep the Emperor card. We're not coming back for the world card. We don't care how quickly we beat our lamb floor. It does not matter. So we're not going to drop the left hand yet. Oh, it doesn't quite raise the tier cap more than that, huh? I was hoping that we'd be able to get to like 3 rate of fire. Not quite. One more wave, or are we good here? One more wave. But also, we're good here. Yeah, I'm still thinking low 40s is probably as good as it's going to get on this run. That's okay. Some of it's damage penalty, but honestly, I think I'd give me like a B in that area on this run. And where we've really, I wouldn't say squandered it, but where we've got the biggest room for improvement right now is with respect to our consumables. Like, we are not close to 99 anythings. Really, you know, didn't expect this to take this long to kill the Fallen. We can't resort to using bombs as much, though, because the bombs have a tendency to not hit where they're supposed to, and then they get deflected back at me because of my reflection. But apart from that, yeah, that is bad damage. Apart from that, I've been very pleased with my reflection over the course of this run. These guys are so out of sync. Okay, we made it. Might as well heal up. 34,000. We gained a few points from being on this floor, at least. I don't think we want it, honestly. 1 HP, 2 HP, it's all the same when we got Satanic Bible.
Do you double these items? I think the answer is no. Because we don't need to double these
in order to get the value out of them. If one of them has Guppy, we don't need 2 Guppy items. We just want the one anyway. So if it has Spirit Hearts, we're set. Pills, admittedly, could be better. And I guess the item, I didn't even think that it could have been an item that's not Guppy and then given us Guppy. So that's a bummer. I was hoping one of them would be the Joker, though. But I think instead, we honestly use Yera when we get a chest drop randomly on the Lamb fight here. Or on the dark room, I should say. Or we use it if we get, like, consumables. I know that might sound ridiculous, but... Like, I'm not going to use it on a single penny, but... If we had, like, 3 bombs drop on a room, I might consider it. Like this room, I'm looking at it and I'm like, maybe? Maybe you Yera this? Maybe should have blown that guy up first, but... Yera this? Grab a little chemical peel homing bombs action. Obviously, like, could have been better. I don't know. I think we're sort of stuck right now. I hate these guys. I fucking hate these guys. Not in a bad way, but in like a this is just the way it is right now. Things will never be the same. You know, we can't, or things will always be the same, I guess. There's no ability that I see right now for, like, extreme upward momentum on this run. I think we're just going to have to accept this is probably going to be a great daily that's not amazing. You know, it's going to be like, this will be like an 8 for us. And that's, dude, it's pretty good. I could also be grossly incorrect. Maybe everybody else got a Guppy item on the 2nd floor. And then they got the other 2 Guppy items on the 3rd floor and just ran away with it. And the dude who shot that single bomb at me is, you know, gonna be laughing his ass off because he cost me like 1,000 leaderboard spots or something. But I think my prediction for this right now, and predictions are sometimes incorrect, but my prediction for this right now is that we'll probably be in the top 250. Usually that's like top 3%. You know, it's... runs the risk of moving me down a few leaderboard positions, but that's what's dynamic about these dailies, man. One amazing run can move you. One just okay run can move you as well. Oh, we're just slightly out of range. There we go. There we go. Okay, my bad. 2 hits is too many there, but we'll get to full HP regardless. Yeah, we want to do the rest of the floor. We haven't even seen both secret rooms yet. You never know. That last secret room could contain tarot cloth plus a 2 of spades, 2 of diamonds, and 2 of clubs card. Happens all the time. At this point, you know, we are losing some points for taking items, but why not, right? I mean, dude, we don't have permanent Polaroid invincibility, but if we can get any form of invincibility, I'm all about those chests. That's 3 items for the cost of probably 1 spirit heart. Now, the problem is that, half a spirit heart, actually, because of the wafer, but the problem is that, in all likelihood, we would end up basically spending points for the opportunity to lose more points by picking up the items. Ooh, but Holy Mantle changes everything. Is this it? Sometimes seams show up late. Is this the engine that we can use to propel this run forward? We got 2 Steam sales. All we need to do is go back in time and go to the Hush floor, force it to have restock, and then pick up every single item in the game. So yeah, for real, big ups to anybody who got into the 50s on today's daily. It wasn't a hard daily necessarily, but I think you definitely found a way to broke it. Apparently, I've lost the ability to speak English. I've found a way to broke my brain. No, I think you definitely found a way to break it. And that's cool, dude. I'm not mad. You know, you can win basketball playing like the San Antonio Spurs, or you could get, you know, a historically amazing three-point production like the Golden State Warriors, you know? So what makes game theory so dynamic is that everybody's running their own strats. Gotta hit that Nash equilibrium or something. That Nash Bridges equilibrium. Yeah, we're probably not gonna take Cursed Die because it's very bad. Most of the time. Full health. Verp. Okay, I mean... we verped a verb pill. That's how you know you've gone too deep. One last room here. Low 40s, as predicted. We didn't take our, poison bombs. We should've... Dude, the poison bombs might actually give us points for taking it. It's like government subsidized. Because we get 5 bombs for picking it up. Yeah, actually, it does give us points. Okay. Well, with Holy Mantle, we gotta open these 3. Actually, what we could do, you know, open it, leave. Open it, leave. Open it, leave. Pyromaniac is another 5 bombs, so we'll take that. And then we'll get the fudge out of here. It was a good daily. I'm not salty at all about today's daily, except for what happened on the second floor. Apart from that, it was serviceable. 297. I think that's fair. I'm a little bummed about the score, but I think we played okay. For now, thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, click the like button. Helps out a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.